Okay, so for the first video of Unit 7, we're going to talk about simple interest and compound interest. The formulas are up here for you guys to copy, so please write this down in your notes. Now, P, R, and T represent the same thing for both of these equations. P is the starting amount, or the principal amount. R is the interest rate, and it is written as a decimal. That is important. And then T, you guessed it, is time that the money is in the bank. Okay, so let's go over our first example. This is going to be simple interest. Okay, so we deposit $10,000 in the bank. I want you to think about which variable that represents. We have a 5% interest rate, and I want to know how much money is in this account after 3 years. Now remember, this is simple interest. Okay, so we're going to come back here, we're going to use this formula. A equals P times 1 plus RT. Okay, so P is the starting amount, so this is going to be 10,000 times 1 plus. Now we like to use parentheses here just to make sure that we can do order of operations the right way. R is the interest rate written as a decimal. Now, 5% written as a decimal. How you change this is you move the decimal place over 2 places. So this is going to change into 0.05 as a decimal, so this is 0.05. And then my T is going to be years that it is in here for. So that's going to be 3. And now we can use our fancy calculator to solve this. 3 times 0.05 is going to get you 0.15. So this gets you 10,000 times 1.15. And we plug this into our calculator, which I encourage you to try to do that right now. And we get $11,500. Okay, so let's use these same numbers, but now let's do compound interest, and let's see the difference. And hopefully you guys can take a guess as to which one is better for you if you're ever picking a bank to invest your money in. Okay, so this equation is A equals P times 1 plus R to the T power. Okay, so P, if you look back at the previous example, this was 10,000. This is going to be 1 plus, and then if you remember R, we changed that to 0.05, and this is going to be to the third power. So this is going to change into 1.05 to the third power. Now, if you're using your iPhone calculator, we want to do this part first, and then multiply it by 10,000. Okay, so you're going to look for this X to the Y button if you're using an iPhone calculator. And you're going to hit in the base first, which is 1.05, hit that button, and then hit 3 for the exponent. And you should get 1.157625 from this right here. And then you're going to multiply that by what's left over here, which is 10,000. And we plug that in our calculator, and we get $11,576.25, which is, if you compare it to 11,500, okay, we get more money on compound interest than on simple interest. So I know what bank I would choose if one had simple and one had compound. I hope you would choose the same as me. Okay, so let's go over one more, and I'll do this side by side. We'll do simple, and then we will do compound over here. Okay, so the numbers that we have is we have $5,000 that we are investing. and the interest rate they give us is 3% interest rate. And I want to know after 4 years, how much money do we have? Okay, so look in your notes so we can look back here. I have A equals P times 1 plus RT. And then on this side I have A equals P and then 1 plus R raised to the T power. Okay, hopefully if you take a look at these two formulas you can tell the difference. T is being multiplied here. Here we are doing exponential. Exponential typically grows faster than down here, which is just linear. So we have, let's plug in our numbers here. We have 5,000, which is my starting amount, and then 1 plus, my rate is 3%, which is written as 0.03 because I moved the decimal place over twice, 0.03, and then this is being multiplied by 4 years. Okay, so let's figure this out. It's going to be 5,000 times 1.12. Use our nifty little calculator. 5,000 times 1.12. I encourage you to do this. Pause the video and do this on your own while I finish this. So this is going to be $5,600. Now let's come over here. This is going to be 5,000. 1 plus 0.03 raised to the 4th power. This is 5,000. 1.03 raised to the 4th power. Hammermill International Paper. Okay, back to the problem. This is going to get me 1.125508881. Multiply these two together and I get times 5,000. I get $5,627.54. 27 more dollars than here.